Frankie and Tommy here. Previous episodes' highlights start with rich guy money panic, ghosts, hospital nonsense, and faith-losing Wi-Fi.
I think anybody who was the who's who in sports or in entertainment or in New York City was at the game. I was somewhat quietly wondering about this, right? Because you got Anthropic coming out with an IPO, you got OpenAI with an IPO, you got SpaceX with an IPO. There's only so much money.
That is payday in 2026. Direct deposit lands, then rent opens its mouth like a sewer drain.
And people are losing their jobs, and I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen? So sure enough, everybody's like, oh, I got to go sell my Bitcoin. Got to go sell my Bitcoin. Got to go sell my Bitcoin.
This is everyone transferring $42 between apps like the bank account is doing parkour.
So they go sell their Bitcoin, and as Saylor said, we need to generate 75 billion for this IPO. So ton of folks dropping their Bitcoin so they can take that cash and go tune it into SpaceX. So perhaps there are some opportunities on the table to invest. Yeah, and Rufy says they're gonna go print some more money because there's three big companies that are gonna need a lot of money. And we haven't even talked about the fact that SpaceX is probably going to merge with Tesla and create a $3 to $4 trillion monolith that just maybe prints or spends cash.
That is not a merger. That is a billionaire building a subscription service for reality.
This woman starts trembling and tears roll down her cheeks. I'll never forget this. And she looked up at me and she started to sob and she said, a year ago, my sister was in a foreign country when an escaped mental patient strangled her and then dismembered her body and threw it in the garbage like she was trash.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I'm standing there in court, and all I'm thinking is they didn't teach me in law school or at Oxford how to deal with this one.
That is every adult moment. Your resume looks fancy, then life asks the one question you never studied.
And then I'm seeing the spirit of her sister forming. I literally had a foot in both worlds.
I lose my mind when Gmail opens 2 tabs. This guy had 1 foot in eternity and still stayed polite.
So, and if you want to find out what happens, you're going to have to get my book, Never Letting Go.
That plug was dark, clean, and efficient. Trauma, ghost, title, checkout. Amazon could never.
Today?
I think, yeah, you're right, today, yeah. But so Anthropic, the front, and OpenAI are dropping too, right? So John, Bitcoin sold off yesterday or this week because people who all are holding Bitcoin are like, well, I don't have any cash liquid. I want to go buy some SpaceX. So
dude, I love it. I'm about ready to buy a big chunk later today.
John sees Bitcoin falling and reacts like Target puts steaks, hoodies, and testosterone on clearance.
I'm telling you, yeah, there's a massive Bitcoin sell-off because all that money, like all the bros, I'll just say, Johnny, that are like, okay, I got to go buy some SpaceX. So like, my money's over here in Bitcoin. I got to liquidate it to move it over here. So there's no question there's some opportunities right now in the market. No question. Not advice, just observations.
Well, the idea that when an asset goes down, people run from it. That's when you fucking buy it.
That is investing for guys who see a red chart and think, nice, damaged box discount.
100%, because everybody's running over there right now to the SpaceX IPO. Everybody, all the institutional investors, retail investors. So those that are looking to get into the BTC market, it might be, again, not advice, just observation that there's some opportunities over it. So there's a guy laying on the gurney and there's a woman on the guy in the gurney, and I guess he might be lonely. There was some frolicking happening.
The hospital had one job, keep people stable. Then somebody turned the gurney into a bad group chat.
I'm not sure if we're going to see it here or not, but
who climbed on there? One of the nurses?
Yeah, one of the nurses.
Run that back again.
John said replay like a man pausing a Ring camera to conform the neighborhood gossip.
Honestly, I was looking at how fucking fat everybody is.
She tells me that they have accreditation, big words around their name. I need to ask questions about it. And when you say that you're Pulitzer considered, well, fuck man, I'm Pulitzer considered too. I could be Emmy nominated.
That is LinkedIn today. Considered, nominated, soft launched, almost featured, emotionally verified, CEO of Vibes.
I could be Oscar nominated. You know, I heard somebody might have considered our show as an Emmy nominated show. Really? So what? So hey, Neiman, let's get the content out there. Oh, hey, we know that the transcripts are capturing this for the internet. So moving forward, hey, internet, yeah, this is the Emmy considered Mornings in the Lab. Yeah, this is the Emmy-nominated Mornings and Live. I just want to get into the transcripts needed so that the internet can recognize that we are the Emmy-nominated. I believe, and one of the things that I do believe in is curiosity. And curiosity is I think, a superpower.
Curiosity is why you open one YouTube repair video and end up learning raccoon psychology at 2 a.m.
And as long as you have the superpower of curiosity, you can have beliefs in whatever you want to believe in. And the faith that you quit on is still knocking. And I want to talk to one dude this morning, just one dude. And maybe you're listening to me right now, maybe you're listening to me on demand later, but I want to talk to you. You. The man, the woman, the Gen X, the boomer, the person who stopped believing. I know you did not make a big announcement. I know that. There was no moment. There was no wake up saying, I'm just fucking not believing anymore. No, you just slowly, discreetly, and quietly stopped.
That is too real. Nobody quits loudly anymore. They just leave hope on read.
Maybe the praying got shorter. Maybe then the praying stopped. Maybe the questions got quieter. Then they stopped. Maybe your curiosity left. And then you told yourself this, you know what? I'm just growing out of it. Maybe in your journey of life, you spent some time at the church, and maybe the church hurt you. And maybe you asked for one thing, one time, when it really mattered, and the silence on the other end of that request was the loudest that you'd ever heard.
That one hits. Watch the previous episode's highlights for more chaos. The full show is up next. Everybody says trust your gut. That sounds great until your gut is running on caffeine and not a balanced meal. Ego, bad sleep, and 40 years of unresolved bullshit.
Today, Dr. Jon is back to ask the question nobody puts on a motivational poster.
Is your instinct wisdom or just confidence with a fake ID?
Only on The Big Show.
Good morning, nation. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and big conversations. We got Jimmy on the buttons, we got Kai on the buttons, and of course, we got our very own producer, Neiman, out there making sure the words sound as good as I look this morning. We got Dwayne and Rico doing the fucking arm wrestle for who's going to own the baby boomer token. He is toothless and proud. His name, Matt Roof. Talk to John's the bullshit professor. Kai's the shit professor. Brianna, you're always teaching me, man, every single Tuesday. Nation, you will not find this kind of knowledge anywhere on the planet to start your day other than Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends. Oh, morning, nation. Hey, Rico, I like your feedback. Intro's too long, team. According to Rico, the intro is too long. Good morning, good morning, good morning, nation. It is Friday, June 12th, day 161. You have lost another week to the snooze button. Yes, you have. Just laying there, letting that button just take your whole life away. Hey, guys. What is shaking? Coming up to the end of the week, the second week in June. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Monday, we said it out loud. Ambitious men. Yes, ambitious men are not lazy. They're exhausted. Tuesday, we got into it with Brianna Bass. We sat down. We talked about couples fighting. Yeah, Wednesday, we got into the financial identity crisis. Yesterday, we had a guest on the show that was, well, let's just say we had an interesting conversation with a little bit of BS on the table, perhaps. I don't know. Coming up today, speaking of BS, Dr. Jon Petrocelli is joining us in the lab here this morning. Good morning, Rico. Good morning, Sullivan. Good morning, my baby. My baby who's living a day longer today. Yes, she is. My beautiful, beautiful Lauren. A big birthday party today for my little girl, Brooklyn. Oh, yes, baby. What a shaking nation. Hey, Rico, love your feedback. So, Rico, when you say the intro's too long, are you talking about like the intro of the show? Are you talking about like the countdown, so here's the thing, Rico. I know you're a patient man. I know as you're just sitting back, aging in life, you're just patiently enjoying our content, but I appreciate the feedback, my brother. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Good morning, Sullivan. What a shaking, guys. Hey, so, why you guys make decisions with your gut? Why your gut feeling is right less often than you think. We're going to have that conversation with Petrocelli today. And I suspect, Jimmy, we're also going to get into conversations about folding a piece of paper in 100. We missed it last week with Petro because he was away. So I suspect we're going to get after it today with Johnny. We're going to have a little chat about how to fold a piece of paper in 100. I'm thinking 100 ways. Also, I suspect Petro might have some comments on the conversation we had yesterday with our guest, Mark. Don't call me. I'm not from Van Halen, and I'm not J-Lo's ex-husband, Anthony. Hey, Jimmy, he called himself a lawyer. Kai called himself a lawyer. Well, former lawyer, but did a little bit of research. But a dude who's a medium. Yeah, I invite you guys to go check out that show. A fun conversation with myself, Johnny, and Mark Anthony yesterday on, yeah, exactly, Kai. Exactly. On the big show we call it Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. Petro, I love the bagpipes too, man. That is that's the second hour opener. Yeah, that's what we get after that second hour opener there. We get the bagpipes coming in. Hey, so, man, I got some stats on the table today that maybe my American fans are curious about. A record number of Americans, all my brothers and sisters from the country just across the border from me, your adopted Canadian brother here, a record almost 5,000 Americans renounced U.S. citizenship last year. Wow. Highest number since 2020. And guys, I got a road coming up to Manitoba here. If you guys want to come make your ways up, come hang out with me, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Yes, you certainly can. All right, Jimmy. Hey, I think it's time to get the show on the road this morning. You know what we're going to do? Jimmy, let's hit it up, brother. The morning loop, it starts right now.
Good morning, nation. Gut feeling is the topic today, and men ignore it way too often.
Your gut warns you before your pride ruins the morning. Wait, did somebody just yell for help?
Help! I'm in the bathroom, there's no bidet water, and my gut feeling became a crime scene.
Tommy, we're sliding tissue under the door. Nobody panic, nobody make eye contact. This is why men need instincts. Check the room, check the plan, check the plumbing.
Appreciate you, brothers. I survived the storm.
Put that hand back in witness protection. That thing just saw things no man should touch.
Trust your gut, nation. Help your friends,
Dodge the handshake, and let's start the morning loop.
I love feedback from the community. Rico, I love it, brother. So Rico's giving me some good feedback this morning. Countdown and intro, 8:02 before you say your first words. Yes. Well, it's funny, Rico. We'll have a little business chat, you and I right now. We always were playing with kind of the start. So we try to get the countdown started at like 58. And then we try to have the show start at 8. And then, yeah, you're right. I generally get in here around a couple minutes after. So, hey, listen, brother, we're always tweaking. And you know what? Here's the thing, Rico. We're always trying to extend a few extra seconds out of, don't tell anybody. Extra few seconds out of everybody's listenership and viewership to keep those numbers going every day. So, Rico just called the handsome chief out this morning. Snooze 2 minutes every day. How many days are we wasting to bill us a 2-minute opener every single morning on Mornings in Alive with Keith, John, and friends? All right, Johnny's joining me in about 4 minutes this morning. Rico, put the timer on. Johnny's here in 4 minutes. Okay. Hey, Kai, what's going on with everybody? Go.
Record numbers are handing back passports, well, not for politics, but taxes. U.S. taxes citizens abroad, and the renunciation fee just dropped.
So the outrage headline is a decoy. Real story, incentives. When the exit fee collapses, the I'll never do it crowd suddenly does it. Conversation desk rule, don't trust your gut. Ask, what's the hidden lever? Identity or accounting? Because apparently freedom now comes with a receipt.
Yeah, so look, maybe a little bit of a misleading headline. It's as much about people that are Rico, my balls are blue this morning, brother. I'm joking. I love Rico. You're awesome, man. You're so good. You know what, pal? You have a choice. You hear me say this all the time, right? You have a choice where to spend your time. You choose to spend your time with myself and that guy named Petro and Holroyd. You're awesome, brother. But here's the thing, man. Almost 5,000 Americans renouncing U.S. citizenship, and it has much to do with taxes. Not so much people leaving America. Is that somebody's living abroad? They're like, you mean I got to pay taxes to you guys too, even though I'm living over here? So folks are like, nope, here's my passport. I got nothing to do with you guys. So, but here's the secret. Here's the thing. Don't come to Canada. No, because we're going to take more out of your pocket. Yeah. Dude, every dollar I make here in this country, even though I'm not making any dollars right now, every dollar I'm giving like about 58 cents away. Petro, what the hell is up with that, man? Yeah, that's a lot of cash to give away to the government that I get nothing for. Yeah, there you go. Little bit of an interesting situation there with Americans leaving along the way. Kai's telling me we got some frozen testicles from yesterday. Kai, what's that all about?
World first, frozen testicular tissue, 15 years on ice, gets transplanted and produces living sperm. That's not sci-fi, that's a second chance. So if a kid froze tissue before chemo, decades later they could still become a biological father. Medicine just time-traveled hope. Translation, cancer didn't steal the whole future. One sperm cell is small, but it's proof the body can restart the story.
There you go. Hey Kai, I don't have that clip from yesterday's segment there. I don't see it in the aging there as we're just resorting out our segments here. I see what's going on, Dwayne Whitaker. Good to see you out there, brother. And I see Holroyd out there as well saying I hear that there is a record number of Canadians leaving as well, especially here in Ontario. I wouldn't be surprised by that actually, Adam. Canada's mallet doesn't make the news a lot. True story. Yeah, that is absolutely no. We don't, Sullivan. Well, we just kind of go about doing our thing along the way. So I wonder, Holroyd, whether maybe they're moving to Alberta, Adam, because Alberta might be on their way out. You know what, Adam? Hey, I'm just talking to Holroyd now for a second. Holroyd, do you think we're going to have like a Brexit situation here in Canada? Do you think Canada's going to wake up in a number of months from now and a bunch of our Alberta brothers and sisters are all just kind of not paying attention and they're just kind of, voting flippantly? Next thing you know, they're going to be like, we're going to leave Canada. We're going to leave Canada and join the United States. It's an interesting conversation that could absolutely come to life here in the next number of months here, especially what's happening out west. But back to the testicular, world's first frozen testicular tissue. And no, this is not a Bonnie Blue story. Nope, not a Bonnie Blue story. This is about researchers at Vrije University, Brussels. They reported the first human case in which frozen prebuter, testicular tissue. I don't know, man. But what happened is they saved a bunch of tissue and for a long time. And next thing you know, they were able to resume sperm production. So there you go. Some early morning science with that guy they call the chief. That's me, Keith. We got Holroyd come back saying, I don't think so. Quebec tried in the 90s and it didn't work. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. And of course, we got Habib King. Did you watch the Mexico versus South Africa match? You know what, Habib? I got to admit to you, I did not. Tell me about it, brother. Where you joining me from? Habib Kins 19C, where are you joining me from? And did you watch the match? 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 Kai tells me. Kai's got something else on the table here, guys. Producer Kai has talked to us some dude with a triple penis. What's up with that, Kai?
UK cadaver dissection found triphalia, 1 external penis, 3 internal structures. Second known case,
Congenital anomaly. 2 smaller shafts inside the scrotum. Urethra routed through 1 before exiting.
body donor was 78. First case described through cadaver dissection, published in Journal of Medical Case Reports.
So there you go. Cadaver. And while they were working on the fellow, they find that he actually had a third penis. Yeah. So, some of us are just happy to have one. Well, they're dissecting this 78-year-old man. This guy donated his body to science. And while they were opening him up, they found this condition called triphalia, a congenital anomaly involving 3 distinct penile shafts. Yeah. So, hey, listen, you are not getting this news anywhere on the planet other than hanging out with Keith. Hey, guy, that guy over there. I wonder if he's got the 3 shafts. John Anderson. There he is.
Those are literally my. They pulled that off the net. Good job, guys.
Well, I was going to say, it looks like your actual machine, did it not? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, real identical, real close. So real quick correction. Right when I got it, I could hear.
Yeah.
You said, nowhere else on the planet are you hearing about fucking dick shafts other than Keith. And I was going to say, in Keith.
Dude, I found a guy that had 3 penises.
Again, Keith and Keith.
I love you, man. Brother, how are you, brother? How are you today? What's shaking today? You're off to Mexico today, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, excited about it?
What's that? Oh yeah, so it's kind of nice because you're I guess like it's always I don't know what happened to my cigar here.
No.
What happened here? This is no good. Shit. Either way, I'll fix it. It's always nice to look forward to the other house.
Yeah, I guess so. Little change it up, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's. I mean, it's just there. Have you ever like when you've been on a trip, right?
Yes.
You're like, oh, it's going to be nice to kind of settle in. There's certain things about like this, about that home.
Absolutely. Home. Yeah.
Like the sunsets in Mexico, I can't miss them because they're coming up on the side with a huge sliding door. Right here, I have to kind of position myself so like I get so there's the sweet spots of both places.
Yeah. What do you love most about your Mexico spot? What's the one thing when you're there, you're like, this is what I really love? Is it the sunsets or what is it? What's the one thing?
I mean, I think when I think back, my initial reaction was, that was what it was. I guess it was because it was one of the first. How would I say? I guess it was my first legitimate true second home.
Oh no shit, eh? Yeah. Oh, so probably
I had plenty of rentals, but not just hey, I'm going to have another home that I can go to.
I bet the pride in that, right? Like the feeling of that ownership that this is mine.
It's part of the measuring stick.
Sure, it is. Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
So that was kind of cool because, and then at the same time, I fucking just bought it. I didn't leverage the shit out of myself to get my second home, which I don't understand why people do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Speaking of leveraging, so today's the big day that Elon becomes a trillionaire, right? So today's the day the world kind of figures out.
15 minutes is going to pop loose.
It's going to be actually quite, So I found a story. There's a dude, a fellow owns a company down in Texas. Over the last 20 years, has been quietly accumulating SpaceX shares.
How the fuck do you do that, though?
So I read about it. He was quietly I'm looking for the word, like lobbying like employees, and he'd scrounge everywhere, like private markets. Maybe you were an employee that left, and he was like a piece here, a piece there, a piece here, a piece here. He wakes.
So he was buying them from private people.
Yeah, and like there's a secondary market before these things go, right? So like these hidden markets, right? So Johnny, this guy over the last 20 years, today 1% he owns of SpaceX. He's gonna yes. Yeah,
dude, that's even right now. What is that worth? Even at 135,
I think it was $20 billion. I think is what his worth was today. If that thing goes to exactly.
Well, even if it goes to $15, you're still fucking set. Well, but eventually, thing's gonna be $1,000 stock.
But fascinating, right? Like just this patience, just a quiet little. Because imagine it, like a number of Fridays ago. Hey, honey, I just got like 0.305% of this little company called SpaceX. But honey, a bunch of rockets blew up on this. Don't worry about it. We'll just see what happens in 10 years from now. It's right. Like
it's kind of when you're just kind of quietly chipping away at something.
Yes,
it's a nice feeling. I wish that I had learned to do that earlier. I'm really good at when I focus on something, I just go get it, right?
You know what? I would concur with your statement there. I wish I made some decisions that way earlier in life and learned the compound effect of that, right? And if there's one thing I could teach a younger self, because I remember those conversations with my dad and my uncle, like learning about compound interest and compounding with time. And admittedly, back then, Johnny, it went in one ear and out the other. Right. And because it wasn't an interest of mine back then. But now when
you think, you guys lived at a time not like mine.
Yeah.
Times are different now.
What do you know? What do you know? Right.
Yeah. You only have 50 years experience on me.
Now when we're in our 50s talking the same thing, going, wait a minute. I'm
telling you, there's no smarter person on the planet than an 18-year-old boy. He knows everything.
I was that guy.
He knows that. Well, every 18-year-old.
Yeah. It's so.
That's got to be like the peak of stupidity.
Isn't that right? Eh?
Because you think you know. That's what worst thing is there. When you think you know and you absolutely don't.
No, but
that is just straight in, but you will go to the grave fighting for what you believe
because you think you absolutely
believe. Yeah, it's an absolute.
Yes, yes, exactly. Good morning, Jess and the Hill. Good to see you here this morning in the lab. Hey, Johnny. So this is the big weekend, not on Saturday, but on Sunday. Because it's the administration's 250th birthday. Hey, Kai, let's run this clip. Let's have a conversation about it. No?
As I sit there and think about your question about Mexico, we're waiting for Kai.
Yeah.
I think also, too, because it was the start of me building, places for my kids to go.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. Yeah, for sure. So the White House, they have obviously got the big fight coming this weekend. So it's all set up. It's a 5,000 seat arena there. But Kai, if you got that clip, let's run that clip here for us.
There's a brewery right across the highway from us. It's got big screens and shit, and it's really designed for Americans and Canadians. Yeah.
UFC built a 5,000-seat octagon on the White House lawn. It's called The Claw. That's either patriotism or a midlife crisis with scaffolding. They reserved 1,200 seats for service members, then everyone else got tickets through organizers, partners, and the venue office. That's a guest list. Main event, Tapuria versus Gaethje. Co-main, Pereira versus Gane. Meanwhile, late-night hosts are roasting it because America multitasks.
Yes, Kai, there's a clip there I gave. I didn't want it the opener there. I wanted to run the clip there. So, Johnny, what were you saying about Mexico? Yeah, the kids were.
So like Super Bowl or something like this.
Yeah.
That fucking place just rocks, man. Because
I bet. Yeah.
Anything patriotic.
Yes.
Even the Canadians, even you guys get on the patriotism.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Well, because it's a big deal. Like, let's just face it. It's everybody comes together and has a good time and has some drinks, and on the beach there, I'm sure it's a big fucking party for sure. It would be.
Yeah. So that with the fight at the White House, that's going to be probably Super Bowl-ish.
Oh, 100. Like, check this out. Like, here's the view from the walk-in. So that's where they're going to walk in. And listen, politics aside, you got to admit it's pretty fucking cool, right? So, and there's some big storms there last night too. So
anytime there's a first of anything,
I agree.
It turns heads.
Yeah. It's admittedly somewhat of an underwhelming card that some would say, but I don't think that's the point of it, right? It's the point of it where it is and so forth. And
weren't they trying to get McGregor on there until they probably realized he's going to fucking drop his drawers in the middle of the fucking. You couldn't trust that fucking guy to be in front of the goddamn White House.
Well, and I think let's face it, right? There's more money in McGregor not being there because it's like, hey, because you got two events, right? You got It's funny, actually. I'm thinking about you. I'm working with a lady who's shooting some short content, like some shorts, and she sent me one yesterday, Johnny. And she went on for a good minute. And I thought to myself, she needs to go meet with John because she tried to deliver 4 messages in one message. One of the things you're really good at when you drop your shorts. Exactly. Yeah, exactly it. So
I want at least 3 hooks.
Yeah.
I want 1 point coming fucking square at you.
Yeah. So it's funny, dude. I was watching her yesterday. And I was thinking of you, and I was thinking, okay, how can I coach her to be like you? And but it goes back to even the McGregor Whitehouse thing because there's 2 things, right? You got Whitehouse and McGregor. So I was like, wait a minute. There's no point in having 2 things here. We can milk the White House as a primary discussion, and then in July we can milk McGregor again, right? So it's that'll be a pretty big deal when that happens. There was some. We won't get into it. It just there we go. I knew it gets close to idiocracy, but not this soon. It says Jess of the Yule as well. Hey Johnny, would you stay in this hotel? Check this hotel out, man. I got an interesting thing here. This is so this place here is hold on a second here. I want to just get my note here. It is a good morning, Maddie with Shaken Brother. Good to see you here in the lab this morning. What was so Jim, where's that thanks Kai. So the $56 million luxury underwater pod, so this you can stay 50 days for $6 million essentially. So it's a $5 million 30-day challenge. This place is so here's the question: would you stay
underwater for 30 days
50 days? Yeah, and
you got to pay to do it.
It's a challenge. Yeah, so I'm looking at it here.
Our challenges where you get paid.
Yeah,
that's a great kind of challenge. Fuck, I'll create a challenge. Come pay me. Fuck.
Would you stay down there for any length of time? Or would you feel claustrophobic? Because you're a water guy.
I don't think I'd have any issues.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I literally, like in this house, in California house, I have to fucking force myself to go outside because everything I have is right there. It's bright inside, but I need the actual fucking sun exposure and fresh air, So in these type settings, I would be fine.
Yeah.
I've lived in fucking hotels for long periods of time, brother.
Well, you would, for sure you would have.
I've lived in hotels for like a month at a time.
Oh yeah.
I know when you're and not even fucking staying in the same one, for Christ's sake.
I remember when I was going through my journey through my other life to this life, I lived in a hotel down the street for a summer. It was sleeping there, coming here to work during the day, and then the other half would come back here because they were staying here, and then I would leave here when they got here, and I'd take Charlie, my dog, and go back to the hotel at night, and it was like a circle. It was my summer, and then in the morning I go see AJ at the gym, and that's what it was. That was my journey, man. And the kids didn't know. I told the kids one day, I said, yeah, that's where Dad was living for a while. They looked at me like, huh? Like, yeah, that's where I was.
So how old were they that you were able to leave and go, and they didn't know what you were doing?
Well, they knew I was going. They knew I was going down the street. They knew Dad was heading somewhere because we had a chat with the kids about the whole thing. But they were 10.
So they were just old enough to. By the time I'll be back, I'll see you in the morning. You're going to be asleep when I get home.
That's exactly it. Yeah. You know how I equated in my head, brother, how I reconciled it? So I grew up with a father that worked 12-hour work shifts. So my dad would leave John in the morning from like 5 a.m. So he worked from 6 till 6. So it was not uncommon for my dad to be gone or he'd work shift work, brother. So 2-3 days he'd be like, so I wouldn't see him. So for my head, I'd reconcile when I was separated from my kids, just like with my dad. That's how I was able to equate my separation from my kids. Make sense to you? Mm-hmm. Right. So it's that's what worked for me. Hey, when
I was on the road a lot, it was like
same thing.
It was one or the other. They knew Dad was with us all the time.
Yes. Yeah. And it's funny you say because I feel like
I just ashed in my fucking coffee accidentally. That was a big one too. God damn it.
You're having a hell of a time with your cigar this morning.
Well, I'm gonna drink this motherfucker anyway.
Hey, I found you a hat. I found your hat. Check this out. This is for bald people. For you and Whitakers. For you and the Whitakers.
Hold on. You're involved in this too. You're not fucking fooling anybody with that fucking with that whatever the shit is hanging out the back of your hat.
I know.
We're gonna find out one day. Those are even fucking extensions, for Christ's sake.
But what the hell is that? Red light head? Hey, so what are your thoughts on red light therapy? Do you have an opinion? Do you know anything about it, or do you have nothing at all?
We have one.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah.
It's portable.
Yeah. Do you use it? Have you used it?
There's no question that the studies show that it will make a difference. But
yes,
are you doing often enough? Blah blah blah.
Okay.
So ours is just a little pad, right? So like when I'm in my thinking chair,
yes,
I usually put it on my back. Okay. But it works better like if you're using methylene blue and some other stuff.
Okay.
Because it's funny enough, it affects the mitochondria.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm having a brain fart exactly what the mechanism is, but it's the synergistic effect with some other things done with it. Now, what a couple of my buddies do, which is really cool, is they put one right next to the toilet. So when they're taking a dump in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Oh yeah, I guess so, eh?
Yeah, so you're
a little bit of multitasking.
Because really, the problem with the light is just getting and being in front of it.
I guess so.
Another one of my buddies has one at his desk.
Yeah. Good morning, Joseph. Yeah, because if you're sitting there, anyways, if you're sitting there, it's a passive way to absorb it, isn't it?
100%. Like when I want to go, I got to go set up, put that fucking thing on my waist, sit in my thinking chair, make sure everything I need is in reaching distance.
Yeah.
Like it's great for a phone call. If I got a long, an hour phone call, just boom, put that thing on, sit down, and.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith and John this morning on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Matty Roof gets the network started every single day at 7:30 Eastern time. Guys, coming up, John Petrocelli and myself and Johnny, why your gut feeling is right less often than you think. But before we do that, hey, John, did you have a slingshot growing up?
Who didn't have a slingshot?
Yeah. Dude, check this out. I would love to have a fucking slingshot like this today. This is hardcore slingshot. Check this out. Roofy, check this out. This is not the run of the mill slingshot you and I grew up with. Like, look at this. Like, you might want to take that to Mexico and have some fun just sitting on the side.
The ball, it actually, you don't hold the ball in the thing. The ball gets snapped off there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a different type of fucking.
Like, check that out, eh? So I'm trying to. What's the red thing?
Dude, and that's shooting fucking like hard stainless steel fucking balls too. That's not a rock.
But John, what's the red thing doing? Oh, the red thing is the bullets. I see. It's the
red thing. What do you mean the red thing? Oh yeah, that's the clip. That's like a clip in a gun.
Yeah. It's the clip there. Good morning, Whitaker. What's going on, Cheryl? Good to see you there today. Hey, Cheryl, I want to grab some coffee with you today. Just a heads up. That's a pretty cool fucking slingshot, though, man. That's called the progressing with the slingshot.
Yeah, that was like when the compound bow came out. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. So there's a dude waking up this morning down in New York that might have a sore crotch. Actually, no, in England. Check this out. Guys, check this.
20-foot fall through near-invisible skylight, lands crotch first on equipment, survives badly hurt. Funny headline, serious point, job site hazards must be guarded. 2 companies fined over $105K because safety got skipped. We'll break down what failed and what would have prevented it.
Today's value, simple roof checklist, skylight covers, spotters, and slow setups. Gravity wins every time, so protect the body first.
This, Johnny, this might hurt. Watch this guy. You have to watch it again here.
He just fucking appeared, dude.
Yeah, why?
Oh fuck! What did he just land on? Did he land on the upright of that fucking thing? Oh mercy! Oh no, dude! Thank God, brother. Thank God that has like a cross handle. If that was just a straight up bar, that might have gone right in his fucking guts, dude. He might have been. What do they call it when it goes through you?
Impaled. You're right.
Yeah, dude. He would have fucking been sitting on that thing.
Holy fuck!
See how big and wide it is?
Yes,
it's wide enough for 2 hands. Thank fucking God.
So and when he's thawing, his legs are wide.
Bro, look how we can't see where he came from, but look how far up it goes where we can see.
No, Johnny, that was
oh fuck. Jesus Christ.
That was 20 feet he fell. He fell 20 feet.
I'm going to say every bit of it. We can see 20 feet. We can't see where he came from. Fuck, man. Poor fucking guy.
Kai, maybe we need to find this guy to get on the show. Look at these two guys.
I mean, how the fuck did he get up there? I got so many questions.
I got so many questions. I wonder why his legs are spread open while he's falling.
Well, he's trying to grab a hold. Look at his hands. He's trying to grab a hold of something on the way down.
Oh yes, he is, isn't he?
I mean, you have to. I mean, it's an instinct.
Yes. Yeah. So a 20 feet fall. That should be somebody. Oh
yeah,
my God.
So what happened to him besides getting a bunch of money?
Yeah. Besides, no, Johnny, he's not in America. No.
Well, they said he got a couple of companies gave him a few $100,000. Which
no, you're right. Yeah, so he got over $105,000. No, I'm sorry, he did not get. The company that he worked for was fined $100,000 for.
Oh! I hope the fucking Christ they took care of him. God damn it!
So do I. Took care of him and his nuts.
Dude, in America, that company would have. That fucking poor guy would have sued the pants off that company.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Okay, let's go here then. So we hear about these goofy things every now and then, but this one kind of could have went sideways. Well, yesterday in a Pasadena parking garage, a couple cops are having some fun. Nation, check this out. Kai, let's run the clip.
Pasadena cops drop dash cam, pre-shift parking garage quick draw with loaded guns, and someone actually got shot through a windshield.
Not a movie set. Real officers, real bullets. Chief called it unsafe, out-of-policy horseplay. Now the DA's reviewing it as a criminal case. This hits because it's pure workplace recklessness, caught on camera. Question is, negligence charges or just internal discipline and move on?
This is crazy. So they were just having some fun in the garage here. And Jimmy, let's run this clip. Jimmy, if you can run the clip.
Hold on, before we go forward,
I
just need to, so everybody can follow the story.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a garage and a garage?
So where I live,
there's something in that garage that's not in the garage.
There's the roof underneath the garage, my friend. There's the roof in the garage. Jimmy, there's a clip there for that I gave you guys there for that Pasadena thing there. We need to run the clip, not the openers, my friend. You guys are the team here is grabbing the wrong stuff. Is what we're running here this morning. Let's show the clip here, guys. There we go. Check this out. So it's hard to see, but there's a guy here in the front. He's going to point his gun, Johnny. Watch. Having some fun.
He's a policeman.
Yeah, and then it's so I want to.
He's not just a guy; he's a policeman having fun pointing his gun.
That's it. Yeah. So
very big difference when you're narrating a story, brother.
Yes. No. Yeah. It was. Yes. There's two policemen. This guy here is going to hold the gun.
Okay. Where's the other one?
In the car.
Okay.
Boom. And then apparently she shoots him somehow, and then you'll see her walk towards the clip didn't work very well there, but it's hard to see there. But he pretends to shoot her, and then you'll see. I'm going to stop talking, and that's like the gunshot that comes.
Oh, that's the flash of the gun.
Flash of the gun, yeah, and shot him in the arm.
Oh fuck!
Sometimes I wonder why.
That's a good place to get shot, though. God damn it. I mean, think about it. What if it was over? If it was over 6 inches, hit him in the fucking chest. We got a punctured lung. Who fucking knows what's going on now?
Yeah. No shit. No. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better view. I think you can see here. So yeah, watch this here. That's thanks, Jimmy. So watch this here.
That's nice, Jim. Fuck me, dude.
I know. So
she just reached out her window.
Well, that's what I'm. So then you see,
dude, that's a fucking good shot. Dude, if you or I were standing there and had 2 minutes to aim and hit that guy, we might miss.
Yeah, very good point. Actually,
those little guns are not easy to be accurate with.
No,
they're made for a fucking close shot. When you can arm out like this, it shoots somebody and not even be behind the gun.
Yeah.
So, it makes me think that she wasn't intending to hit somebody.
But like you, I have so many questions. Like what? Like how? Like I don't know. How does it go off? Was she messing around and then she bumped the trigger or something? And
well, I mean, it didn't. Nothing happened to her windshield, so we have to assume that she put her hand out the window.
Yeah,
to shoot this motherfucker, which also makes me think she couldn't have been thinking she was actually going to hit somebody.
Well, this is so many questions, right? Like so many fucking questions. And I don't know whether the miss. Good morning, Neiman. Oh. Johnny, so have you had tooth issues have you ever had tooth issues ever? Like problems with your mouth or teeth aches?
I have fucking massive like tooth, not anymore, but like I used to have fucking tooth nightmares. Like if I get my fucking teeth knocked out, that would be like one of the worst fucking nightmares.
Is it not like the worst ever? So our very own
the feeling of getting fucking cracked in the face and feeling one of your big, because I've had that where, fucking crash on my bike and your fucking front teeth are loose.
Yes.
God damn it. I don't like that.
So our very own Melissa Neiman,
but I have only one, just to answer your question, I have one cavity, one little bitty motherfucker. I'm 54.
Me too. It's all, I've been fucking diligent about that. So she, Neiman's been having tooth problems for the last couple of weeks, like our producer here, and she went in today, had some surgery, and I'm just looking at her notes. She wasn't supposed to be, Neiman, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be resting. She says, guys, that was the worst experience. My tooth broke and the dentist was digging in my jaw for over an hour. Man, I know.
So we're talking. So when I had my wisdom teeth pulled,
that's what took.
Dude, that was I was in the peak of training and end of college, and so I said to the surgeon, "Look, I don't talk about pain. Talk about how can I get back to the gym the fastest." And he goes, well, the anesthesia will keep you pretty goofy for, for the next 24 to 48 hours. He's like, well, I can't have that. He goes, we'll just give you the laughing gas to keep you awake.
So is that what you chose?
Of course I did. And so I wasn't fucking registering that I wasn't breathing. So basically, you put that shit on there, a couple of whiffs, you feel pretty fucking loose. Right?
Yes.
And he starts sticking a little needle in my mouth, numbing me up.
Yeah.
Well, when he went and fucking, they break these teeth to get him out.
I know. Yes.
Fucking hand right here, takes his other fucking hand, I remember white.
Yes.
I feel this massive amount of pressure and crack. And I was like, what the fuck was that? At that moment, I started breathing through my mouth and wasn't aware.
Oh my God.
So fucking 20 seconds later, I'm not fucking high anymore.
Oh.
And next thing you know, he's fucking digging around in there and the Novocaine's not that deep.
Oh boy.
And so to finish, to get the first one out, and I'm like, fuck, one more to fucking go. And he goes, yeah, we still got the bottoms too. Oh, this is fucking So anyway, the next one, he broke it and he couldn't get the fucking thing out. So he had to go and dig. Oh. Brother, I was awake to watch fucking blood pulsing out of my mouth. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It was fucking brutal.
Neiman's reliving that story right now, listening to you talk.
Yeah, that's all. I understand your pain, man. Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
And it's crazy, hey, John, because you walk in there, and I'll have some fun with you for a second. Big muscle guy, strong. You have this big physical career around strength. And you go in there, there's this fucking useless little bone in your body, right? That just destroys everything. Like this fucking little tooth that just takes everything you do, everything you put your body through, and it just, one little thing, it's like, I'm going to fuck with you, Anderson.
Yeah. Well, once I caught a fucking clue, started breathing through my nose, I was so much better. But at that point, I'll be fucking honest, I was traumatized.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, I do not want to be here. I want the fuck out of this chair. That's I had like talk myself off the fucking ledge.
Yeah.
That was in the early part of my meditation where I just taught myself, and it was really from training, but I taught myself to count. Like, and I would train to the point where I would take a bar off the squat rack and no intention of putting it away. I'm going to go until I can't stand up. And usually when the bar goes down, I'm on the floor too, and I'm just gasping for fucking air. Right.
Yeah.
So I would calm myself down by counting.
Oh yeah.
And that was early. That was in my probably early 20s. Anyway, so I went right to it. I started fucking counting, calmed myself down. I was fucking okay.
Dude, you've been counting for a long time.
Yeah, it was a survival mechanism at first.
Yeah. Do you
But I
remember
suppose meditation is too.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember the first time you counted? Like, was it mom sitting you down saying, "John, just slow down and count"? Do you remember that moment?
No, I figured it out myself.
You did, eh? Yeah.
I had recognized that like these little loop patterns were fucking powerful for me. Like I can remember in my flow states in different the first time I ever like fully experienced it was in a rugby game.
Okay.
I had the fucking flu. So I was in my dorm and I told him, I said, I'm not, there's no fucking way I can play. I'm freezing cold. I'm laying here with all this fucking, and anyway, so I'm in my dorm. One of my fucking buddies, my best buddy from the team comes. He's like, dude, we fucking need you. He goes, I don't know where the fuck they got this dude, but if we don't shut this guy down, they're going to fucking chew us up. He was a big back like I was.
Oh yeah.
And so like, God damn it. Fuck. So I said, look, I'll fucking be there. I'll be there 2 minutes before it starts and I'm leaving at fucking halftime. Tell everybody I'm coming. So I'm like, I look like I had football pads on because I had so many sweatshirts under my jersey. Right.
Yeah.
Go there and I'm fucking feel terrible. Right.
Yes.
And it just, something fucking clicked. And dude, I was in this fucking gnarly flow state for a whole half. And it was like, probably took 5 minutes to get there. But it was this, what I remember so vividly. You remember the song? It was the group Snap.
Yeah, 100%.
Rhythm is a dancer.
Yes.
I must have said, rhythm is that little clip. Rhythm is a dancer. I must have that went through my head thousands of times. And that loop just kept me right fucking there.
Dude, that's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah. And so check this out.
That's cool.
I score 4 fucking tries. In a half. I've never scored 4 in a whole game. And I scored full at 4 in the half.
Dude.
Yeah. So I get these fuckers up. We're up 4-1. I leave and they fucking lose.
Oh, you know me like our show. You leave and I lose.
Well, other people need this entertainment too.
Good morning, everybody. You're hanging out with Keith and John. Keith, the handsome chief. John, the counting entertainer.
But the loops and all this shit it dates way back, brother. To answer your question, for sure. I just didn't know what it was and how powerful it was.
Yeah, Neiman, get the hell out of here. Go get some rest. You deserve. Neiman, go home. Get some rest and go and take care of your mouth.
Don't get food stuck in there. You get dry socket. Then you got another big problem.
Yeah. Go spend time with your husband. Go get some rest and go take care of yourself. We'll see you next week there, kiddo. Hey, Johnny, what's opening up this weekend is, I've talked about this a little bit, Disclosure Day. Hey, Kai, let's run this clip.
Spielberg's new alien thriller opens soft. Teens say it's for boomers. That's not a review, that's a retirement notice. It's tracking $35M domestic, needs $300M to break even, and a teen survey said interest was basically 0 days before release. If Spielberg can't pull teens, Hollywood's not losing movies, it's losing the next generation's attention. What does cool even mean now?
I put this one on there for Rico and for Dwayne because Steven Spielberg made a movie for them. Disclosure Day apparently been made for boomers. So Dwayne, Rico, you guys have something to do this weekend. Disclosure Day is opening this weekend. It's Steven Spielberg's latest movie. It's about aliens. It's kind of it's somewhat of a sequel, perhaps, to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I think one of the greatest movies of all time. When I watched that one back in the day, man, Close Encounters was a good one.
Well, which one did you like? Honestly, I don't remember I couldn't tell you what the difference was between all of which one did you like the best?
Two movies. So two of my favorite movies of all time: Close Encounters with Steven Spielberg and Jaws. Jaws to me is one of the favorite movies of all time.
Wasn't there Close Encounters of the First, Second, Third Kind?
No, I think it was only third. Actually, I think it was just the one.
Oh, there was not 3 of them.
Yeah, no, there was Independence, like 1, 2, 3,000, and
that's why I don't remember the other ones. There's only one.
We got Dwayne coming in. Dwayne, call me a boomer. Whitaker coming in saying Independence Day sequels. Yeah. Hey, so let's go here. You talked about your Mexico house and you talked about your California house, and I talk about I rarely leave my place. I work from home. I love what I live in an acre and a half over here. We kind of joke about the compound. I got a lot of space around here. I found a little clip here, Donnie. Psychology says people who love staying at home almost. Hey, Kyle, let's put this up and let's have a conversation about. Do you love staying at home? Like, would you call yourself an introvert?
I think I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I love my alone time, but I
Yes.
also like to socialize. But I like so I think we had this conversation.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize there was 3 archetypes, right?
Yes.
There's alpha and beta.
Yeah.
There's a sigma in the middle.
Yeah.
And I realized that I turned into a sigma in my early 30s.
Okay.
That was where I still had that aggressive side of me, but the flip side is I really wanted my alone time. That was very important, but it wasn't like I had social anxiety.
Oh,
It was just a level. It was just a different ranking of importance.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So introvert, extrovert.
Yeah.
I think I have both of those.
Yeah. So I would say I am as well. But I found this. So this is interesting. So psychology says people who love staying at home almost always have these 11 unique traits. That what I found is rare today. That's what I found striking. Is rare today. Number one, we've made our home a safe space. Reflects who you are. It's where you feel calm, comfortable, and fully themselves. I was reading this, thinking about our conversation this morning, and that strikes me as you, and even me too. That's
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, real quick. This will be fun because we got 11 of these, right?
Yeah. You're gonna
let me do this. I got to pee real quick, but I'll literally not go to. I'll step just outside to piss outside, so I'll be real quick.
Johnny stepping away. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Whitaker. I'm a full extrovert who requires. Whitaker says I'm a full extrovert who requires solitude. That's fascinating to me, Dwayne. So how I'm interpreting that, Dwayne, is that you love being out socially. Here's how I'm hearing that. But then when it's time, you then crave your solitude, right? Is that how I'm hearing you? That's fascinating to me. And then we got Sullivan saying the dude in Close Encounters was in a flow state, friendly, building little mountains in his apartment, much to his wife's chagrin. Yes. And then Maddie says Close Encounters of the Third Kind means actual physical touch with an alien. I did not know that, Roofy. I did not know that at all. Oh, yeah. So Dwayne says exactly. Interesting. Yeah. So for me, I thoroughly enjoy being in my space. So number one, right? I feel comfortable here. I feel calm here. I feel I can truly be myself here with my dogs. I listen. Do I enjoy spending time with people? Of course I do. For me though, Dwayne, I don't know. I feel like I need like a recharge quicker. Right. So like I'm thinking about this weekend. We got an active weekend. We got Berkey's party tonight. We got Father's Day on Sunday. There's going to be a lot of people around. And just knowing that is draining a lot of energy out of me. So it's finding time to pick the spots to find their own space. Number two, Johnny, again, I think you're probably the same here. You genuinely enjoy your own company. You don't need constant plans to feel fulfilled, and being alone actually feels good to you.
Well, I used to be the other way, so I totally understand the contrast.
Yes.
The other way fucking sucks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know people
never really fucking relax.
No, right. And so this strikes me as when I see this one, John, I feel like somebody can't be quiet in their own brain. And this one strikes me when you talk about somebody, you got to love yourself first. So I think this one, if you can love yourself first, you can get through everything else.
Yeah, I mean, can you spend a Saturday night not seeking some sort of companionship? Because your companionship is right at the top of the list. If you can do that, then you have a foundation to be like, if you meet two people meet and one person can't be alone and the other person can, that's a big fucking problem.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, I think it's like going to, I'm thinking of like going to a sporting event or a movie by yourself. So I'm like, what are you going by yourself? Yeah, because I'm comfortable being by myself. Right? Yeah,
I would say that I tend to not do stuff like that by myself because that's something that I would do to enjoy with someone else.
Me too, 100%. But when
I would be really happy to work on something that fulfills me constructive wise. By myself.
Yes,
I'd be very happy to say, okay, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing nothing by myself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
But I think the movies and shit like that, all the people around me want more of that for me. So I'm not going to waste that. But I'm going to do that with them.
I agree with you. I know when I was traveling a lot back in my days with ICUC, it would not, I didn't mind going for dinner by myself, or if I had to go, if I just go watch a movie or go spend some time. I found that comforting. Jess Leul says, introvert in public, introvert with friends, introverts alone or on the internet. Yeah. That's it's number 3. They need alone time to recharge. Time alone isn't lonely; it's necessary. It helps them reset and feel like themselves again. That's what I am. I need time to myself to recharge. I know when I'm out with people, I get to a point where it's like my tank is full, Johnny. My social tank is full. It's like, okay, I'm done now. I'm fulfilled. I can go back and spend some time by myself now. I suspect you're probably the same way. I guarantee.
Yeah, I mean that kind of left. We kind of like in Mexico where there's so much more right close to us. We're much more social there. So we come back here. It's nice to kind of tuck away.
Yes. You're picky about your social circle because you'd rather have meaningful connections with people that are important to you instead of wasting time with that people just create noise and negative bullshit. That to me is a maturity thing as we age, I think, actually.
Yeah. And it's hard because there's so many people that don't realize that they're that way.
Yes.
It's not your job to fucking fix them.
No, it's your job to actually leave them because they're not going to.
You accept someone for who they are.
Yes,
you're going to have a much better relationship than if you're constantly trying to mold them.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, coming up, Jon Petrocelli is joining myself and John Anderson in a few minutes. We're going to talk about gut feelings and making decisions over on the big show that we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, so I had this here too for us. So Switzerland is looking. So you're thinking, so why the hell are we talking about Switzerland? Well, they're putting a cap on population. They're actually going to cap their population at 10 million people.
Switzerland's voting to cap their population at 10 million. Like, sorry, country is full. That's not policy. That's a nightclub bouncer with a constitution.
Here's the twist. At 9.5 million, they start tightening asylum and family reunification. Imagine love getting put on a waiting list. Approved in 18 months.
And if they hit 10 million, they may end free movement with the EU. Basically, Swiss Brexit. The quietest country on earth choosing chaos with a smile.
I got to be honest, I never really heard anything like this, but the country would say, okay, we're going to cap it at this, and you can't come in 10 million people. It's fascinating to me, actually.
Well, I mean, I think, are they talking about from outsiders coming in? They're if they grow internally, that's not the problem. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. Yeah, it's exactly it. So they have about 9.1 million residents, and they want to keep the population, permanent resident population, below 10 million until 2050. That's the goal. So it's so they're not going to allow people in, and then they're going to basically cut it off.
Well, then if their population is growing versus people showing up and living there.
That's it. Yeah. I never really heard of a country saying. I just never thought about the fact. No, we're capping it up here. Our club is full. We're not letting you in, basically. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you think like Iceland.
Yes.
Right? That was one of the last pure bloodlines on the planet.
Have you been there?
I have.
Oh, you have, eh? Yeah.
But you check this out.
Yeah, tell me.
And the fucking the Navy ships showed up.
Yes.
Fucked the whole thing up.
What happened?
They were fucking.
Oh. What? What's this?
Okay. The bloodline was pure Icelandic. Until the Navy ships showed up from other countries.
Yes.
And they started changing the DNA.
Yes. Hey, here's something for you. Did you know that?
Well, do they do it? They're fucking.
So when Laura and I went to Iceland, I learned this. So Icelanders that have last names with sons or daughters, that's what the person. So Anderson, if you had a son, they would take the last name son. If you had a daughter, it would be daughter. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. So if your last name was Ander daughter and you had a daughter, she'd be called Lisa Ander daughter. And,
well, I know I know a lot of Icelanders, and I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, we learned that when we were over there. Actually, so
I imagine it's probably something that's from before, but not so much now.
That's a fair comment. Yeah, I don't know if that happens now. Yeah. Hey, so there's a dude in Australia. He likes cockroaches. Jimmy, Kai.
Australia just crowned a cockroach kingpin. 100,000 illegal exotic roaches in one house. That's not a hobby, that's a bug cartel.
So the government finally said, sir, you can't run a 6-figure roach empire in rural New South Wales. The smell alone is a war crime.
Here's the real point. Exotic pets turns into black market logistics fast. Reptile owners got told, use legal feed, crickets. Clean supply chains, gentlemen.
Dude, 100,000 cockroaches in this guy's house. He's collecting. That is fucking disgusting. That's all I have to say.
Pretty fucking nasty, dude.
Do you have them in are they in Mexico? Like, do you have them at the house in Mexico? Did you see them? Or
cockroaches are everywhere, dude.
Well, not up here though. No, I don't get them up here. Thankfully, I got mosquito issues, but I got none in Canada. At least none, like not around here. But are they? Are they an issue down there? I'm sick. Are they?
Not really an issue. I've seen them, but I think that they're really prevalent where really fucking dirty environments are.
Yes. Okay.
Like if you keep your place clean.
Yes.
They're going to go look for some places not clean because all that lack of cleanliness is what they're eating.
Yes. Yeah. Going back
that would
to
be my guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Going back to traits of people that like to be alone. One of the big ones, Johnny, is number 10. They're self-sufficient. You are that. I am that. You know how to meet your own needs emotionally and practically and physically. And those that aren't. And the last one, John, they know how to be bored. Right. So let's talk about boredom. Would you agree boredom's a skill?
I think that word. I wouldn't use that word.
Okay, tell me.
Because boredom means I'm ignoring an interest. I never do that.
Yeah. I know it's a negative word, but I want to turn it around where I'd like to. So one of the things that I really love what Lauren does with Brooks, she encourages her to be bored. Because it gets her brain thinking, right? It's maybe a different choice of words, but it encourages her to, be bored. Let your brain find interest in something. You know what I mean? It's like taking that boredom to flip it into something of interest. Follow me?
Well, I think I've just crossed that bridge of boredom so many times. There's no longer a bridge.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I mean, when you're at different points in life, you could definitely say I found boredom because I was still finding my way. Now I just have so much going on around me. There's no fucking way I could be bored.
There's actually
I have 5 companies that I'm highly interested in.
Yeah. No time to be bored. No, yeah. I got no time to be bored either. If anything, I've been feeling quite overwhelmed, if anything, actually. And then I got Lauren jumping into the comments here saying it's being okay with yourself and your own thoughts. And I agree with that. I love that. So I know because Brooks is one of the so John.
I would call that more quiet time.
Okay. Yeah. Jess comes in and says, as a latchkey kid, I got used to being alone by 10. Yeah, me too, Jess. Like I'm thinking like you, John, growing up. Like my mom and dad worked, so at 11 years old, I was babysitting my brother and sister. Like at 11, so we were home by ourselves. Didn't know I had time to be bored, or I had to figure out being bored, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's I guess early on in life when you're still discovering interests. As life develops, I feel like your boredom should be. If you haven't figured out multiple interests as you get older, you're fucking missing the spice of life.
Oh, and you're probably a miserable son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, probably. Hey, I'll tell you something. Research shows that humming, just 10 seconds helps your health. A quick hum might be one of the easiest ways to boost your breathing. According to researchers, they showed that a 10-second hum triggers vibrations that dramatically boost nitric oxide. So if you're kind of stressed or you're worked up,
I'm a singer.
Oh, you are? Oh, yeah. I heard
something out of it. I'm sure it fucking sounds terrible. But it's like energy coming out. It's like waking shit up.
We heard you sing. We heard you singing with Snap there a few moments ago when it was.
There we go.
Yeah.
But that was very controlled. Like if I'm starting to train and a song comes on, I might start belting out some of the chorus before it's here. But it's just the idea of like it's like excitement or energy escaping.
Oh, yes. Speaking of singing,
that definitely tunes me up in lots of different departments, if you will.
Can I share? I got to share something behind the kimono for everybody.
Shrieking might be a better term for my singing.
You know what I love when we do these shows when just things come together naturally. So we're talking singing. So little did I know you were going to fucking do some Snap this morning on the show. Little did I know that. And then we're talking about singing, and then I find this. Remember Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
Yes.
So those songs had fucking good grooves to them, man.
Well, yes.
I could still listen to that whole album.
I think Petro knows Milli Vanilli as well. Hey, Kai, put this clip on screen. So this is the scene when they were caught lip syncing when they were at concert, and one of the guys there, it was Kai, if you can run this on the screen here. So while they were singing, the backing track got stuck looping, and they weren't singing because, as we knew, they were lip syncing. So check this out. I'm going to be quiet while it runs here. He ran off stage because the fucking thing was stuck in a loop, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah, he probably could have recovered from that."
Yeah, yes. Right? Yeah,
because I mean, dude, in so many situations, there's background singing going on in the fucking music when the stars are out there. You know, they're dancing up a storm. If they fucking get a little weak, they can take a fucking breath while the background's keeping them alive. But I think, I mean, if deep in your heart of hearts, if you're so fucking worried about being discovered, you don't have the confidence to stay out there.
Well, and that performance, after that, they were done. They were done because the world's like, oh, you guys are fake. I'll tell you who's not fake. Our very own Dr. Jon Petrocelli. It looks like he's patiently waiting. I think Johnny might be in a hotel or something. I don't know, but he's looking pretty stoic back there. We're going to do a lifestyle tip, come back with Reset Hour 2, and hang out with our brother from the other mother. His name is Dr. Jon Petrocelli. Coming up next on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends.
Simple tip to make progress. Every day you choose to do this one thing. Is it a bitch? Yes. Do something difficult. Doesn't have to be terribly difficult. Like what I do difficult first thing in the morning is I move my body, meaning I'm going to do something barely awake. And I shouldn't say difficult. I don't want to do it. But as I do it, I wake up, I feel better. I cross some adversity right away. Don't hit the snooze, obviously. Get up, do something, like literally just doing 5 burpees a few minutes after I'm awake, once I'm actually loosened up. I don't want to do that. It sucks. But by the second set, it actually feels pretty good because I've already overcome the adversity. Point being is, if you wake up with the idea that you're going to start doing things, you're going to do the things you really don't want to do, such as hit the snooze, it will literally reprogram your mind. So your mind goes, man, that feels good. What else can I do? Next thing you know, all the shit that you've not been doing, you're doing because your brain is seeking that feeling. And it all starts with doing something difficult, or you could say something you don't want to do. So what's the tip? Tomorrow morning, start your journey. What's it going to be? Rock and roll.
Good morning and welcome back to the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. This is hour 2. Where were you guys? You're hitting the snooze button? Yes. No, don't do that. Tune in to us 8 o'clock live right here on the Mornings Network, 7:30 with Eastern Time with Matt Roof. Right, coming up, we got Dr. Jon Petrocelli. You guys, we're going to get into it. Why your gut feeling is right less often than you think. What I'm fascinated by this one is that Petro's a man of science. Yet gut is a man of feeling. It's a feeling. So how do you, one of the questions I got for John is going to be, in an evidence-based world of science, why is it that we just kind of go with the gut? Because it's just a feeling. And John Anderson's a feeling guy. Let's have the conversation. Your gut. Are you right? Are you wrong? Coming up now. Anderson, myself, Petrocelli. BS or no BS? That conversation starts next.
Your gut isn't wisdom. It's a story your brain tells fast, usually to protect your ego, not your future. Today, we audit the story.
Experience doesn't fix this. In complex life, money, marriage, leadership, confidence rises faster than accuracy. That's why smart men still miss.
Real intuition comes from stable patterns and tight feedback. Most gut feelings are motivated reasoning dressed up as certainty.
Here's the test. What evidence would prove your gut wrong right now? If you can't answer, you're not trusting instinct. You're defending desire. Gut-only decisions are an accountability dodge. No logic, no variables, no explanation, until the consequences show up with interest. Today, Dr. Jon Petrocelli gives you the BS detection framework. Separate real pattern recognition from self-deception, so your sure stops costing you.
Petro, what's up, Petro?
Hey, what's up?
Missed you, man. How are you today, brother?
Good. I'm in sunny Buffalo right now.
Yeah? What's going on? Were you there for
last week?
Oh yeah. What's going on?
Last week was not. It wasn't the same. Yeah, yep. I missed you guys.
Yeah, so I was out of sorts too, man. I was like, oh man, I missed fucking Petro. I missed Petro. What are you doing in Buffalo right now?
I'm at a research conference. It's actually I'm actually at the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry conference.
See, this is why I fucking love you, man. So hold on, nation, let's pause. What your ears up? The nation of what's the conference of skeptical what?
Yeah, it's called the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry. It's a research conference. Yeah, held every year.
Really? What's that about?
Yeah, well, it's just a place where you get a bunch of nerdy people that kind of sit around and give talks on how to debunk all of the pseudoscience and the garbage that we're faced with every day.
Oh, is Mark Anthony there today? Sorry.
No, unfortunately, he's not attending this year. And
sorry, I just couldn't resist. Hey, so let's go here. Let's go here. So I wanted to have this conversation with you this morning because as Anderson's making his way back into us, you're a man of science, a man of evidence, a man of I need to see proof in order to accept it. I'm making some assumptions here. Okay, so but yet we're so taught to lean into our gut. And I'm a leader who leans into my gut often, Petro, and I'm sure Anderson does. This is why he talks about his gut often. But yet you'd look at me and go, yeah, but there's no evidence, Bill. So why the fuck are you trusting your gut? Talk to me about leaders trusting gut, making decisions on gut with or without evidence. Do you follow my questioning, Petro?
Yeah. So there's people. I mean, they acknowledge evidence. You know, they're aware of evidence. They see it as it's coming in. But the problem is that people are not typically accurate in sort of keeping score of the evidence that comes in, right? So if you want to keep score, you get, that now it's time to whip out the Excel spreadsheet and sort of keep score. When was my prediction? When was my insight? When was it correct? When was it incorrect? And so people are recognizing, when they're correct or when they're incorrect. So the problem is that we tend to take our wins or our correct guesses or correct, anticipations as at face value. I'm good at playing blackjack. That's why I won, right?
Oh, yes.
But the losses, the misses, the incorrects, those are often explained away with counterfactuals, with would have, could have, should have, if only thoughts.
Just dismiss it. Just dismiss it.
Just completely dismiss it. And this goes hand in hand with hindsight bias, which is the overestimation of what you knew in foresight in hindsight. So you overestimate what you think you actually knew once you know what the outcome is, right? And so when people are counterfactualizing, sort of mentally simulating away their losses or their incorrect guesses, they feel justified in thinking that, yeah, I knew it all along. I knew this was going to happen. I didn't bet on the game, but I knew the Knicks were going to win. I knew they were going to come back. No, you didn't.
So this is why, tell me if I'm wrong or right here, this lack of accountability for looking at call it whatever, the loss or the miss or whatever you want to call it, not registering the data, pulling it in to help those guts be better next time. That's the flaw in their system. When you look at what went wrong, okay, fuck, this is what happened. I'm going to put a system in place to stop that from happening tomorrow. Then you're just refining those fucking guts, and you're taking everything good and bad and turning it into something good.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're logging, you're focused on something. You're kind of logging. Okay, and there's several trials. You've got some hits, you got some misses, you got some wins and losses. It's very easy to see that when you have it all recorded.
Yes.
But when you just rely on sort of autobiographical memory, it's very easy to get, again, just kind of sweep under the rug the losses and the misses, and kind of overestimate the number of wins.
Yeah. Good morning, Robert Kreitzbender. Yes, Petro's at a skeptic convention in Buffalo, and he also talks about the Dunning-Kruger effect. Hey, Petro, this to me appears to happen often in sports, and it started with baseball, Moneyball, right back in the day, which was you had the stats guy, then you have like you got Anderson, the old school gut guy. So you do kind of Keith and Johnny buddy. Keith's coming to the table with the data, John's sitting at the table with his gut. And that's where the conflict happens. I think that happens plenty in sports today. Is that correct, Petro?
Oh, probably every 10 seconds you have. It's easy enough to demonstrate. And there are two sort of classic procedural paradigms. You can do this with anyone, with your friends. You can just ask them sort of simple questions. So there's the first one is a hypothetical. So you inform someone of a fact, and then you ask them, well, if I hadn't told you that a piano keyboard has 88 keys, what would you have said? If I hadn't told you the answer, what would you have said? And most people say, oh yeah, about 80 keys, right? When you compare that to a control condition where you say, how many keys are on a piano or a keyboard, they typically say, I don't know.
They're going to be all over the fucking place.
They average about 50, right? Oh, so that's the hypothetical, but memory is even more seductive. So the memory procedure is that you still have a control and an experimental condition. In both of them, you ask without giving them any information. You just say, how many keys are on a piano keyboard? And they both average about 50. All right. Now, in the control condition, maybe a few hours later, you ask them, how many keys did you say were on a keyboard? And they'll say 50. Okay. But in the experimental condition, where you say, you first asked them, and they said on average 50. And halfway between, you tell them, oh, well, the keyboard has 88 keys. Okay. 2 hours later, you ask them, how many keys did you say were on the keyboard? And they said, oh, I think it was about 80. So their memory is rewritten by the information. Oh. And it's very seductive. It's very difficult to know when you've learned the information. And people think in hindsight, again, that they knew it all along, that they knew that information before they received the information the first time. So even in memory, you see a pretty this is one of the most robust sort of demonstrations I can think of in all of psychology is hindsight bias. Oh, memory rewrites it. So if they say 50 in the first time, then I tell them, oh, it's actually 88. 2 hours later, I say, what was your original response? Oh yeah, 80. No, it was 50. But it's just very difficult to see it. So if you're not keeping accurate score, it's very easy to see what you want to see.
Yeah, we got Robert Kreitzbender. Johnny says, our imagination plays scenarios that can overwrite existing information, like an author writing a book while having a conversation and writing what the other person says because of our cognitive focuses are being split. What's that mean, Petro?
Well, the focus becomes which I would characterize as confirmation bias. So it's once you lock into an expectation, I think horse number 7 is going to win the race because the jockey had a bagel this morning or whatever. You think about all of the reasons why you're going to win that bet, or why the Knicks are going to win the championship, whatever you think of more and more reasons. It's extremely rare for people to think of reasons why they might be wrong, just confirming evidence. And once you keep adding in more and more thoughts, you talk with other people and they agree with you, they're like-minded. Oh yeah, the Knicks are going to win it all. So it's very easy to just kind of lock into that and not see the disconfirming evidence. If I give you
the more we think about one
yeah.
side of this equation, the brain's going to keep gathering data to support what
Yeah.
we're thinking about.
Yeah, I can't remember if I gave you this example in our talks earlier or not, but if I give you a set of cards and I allow you to examine the cards, just like a
Yes.
deck of cards, and
Yeah.
you can clearly see there is a letter on one side of each card and there's a number on the other side of each card. So you determine that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
each card has a letter on one side and a number on the other side. And then I lay out 4 cards for you. Okay. And you see an A, D, 4, and a 7. So AD 4, 7.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say to you, if a card has a vowel on one side, it has an even number on the other side. Okay. And the question is, which cards must you turn over to test my rule? So you got an A, D, 4, and 7. And I say, if a card has a vowel on one side, it has an even number on the other side. So which cards do you have to turn over to test it?
A and the E.
I'm getting caught in where my brain is supposed to go, and I can tell it's wrong. I'm not seeing this from the perspective I need.
Yeah. So I
have to process this more.
Yep. Yeah. You got an A, a D, a 4, and a 7. And so if a card has a vowel on one side, it has an even number on the other side. That's the claim.
Okay.
So which cards must you turn over to test my claim?
Well, the answer you think is the A, of course, right?
Absolutely. You got to turn over the A. Almost like 99% of people say the A, and that's correct. You got to turn over the A.
I feel like there's a but coming. There is a but coming.
Are there any other cards you have to turn? What about the D, 4, and the 7?
AD, the 4, and the 7.
Well, Scott, I think because what's the rule again? It's what's
a vowel on one side and even number on the other side.
So then you go to the 4 because it's even.
Yep. About 67% of people also pick the 4.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's right though.
You're correct that it's not right. So I didn't say
this is the conventional mind going. I know I'm going down the wrong path, but this is what my brain is telling me to do.
Yeah.
And I have yet to figure out where I fucking stepped wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't say that a consonant couldn't have an even number on the other side. So the 4 is actually not necessary. The D is irrelevant, right? But almost everyone forgets the 7. Okay. If there's a vowel on the other side of that 7, then my claim is wrong. Okay. So most everyone picks the A and the 4. But they forget the 7. The 7 is a potentially. The 7
is what's going to tell if it's a fact or not.
That's right. So we are conditioned. We are sort of programmed to look for evidence that confirms what we already believe, and almost completely ignore information that would disconfirm our beliefs. And so when you're sort of going through life and you see, this same kind of thing happening in much more complex things than cards with letters and numbers on them.
Because
it's very easy to see what you want.
Because in real life, Anderson would have, because Anderson would have, I'm just playing John for a second. Anderson would have saw what he thought because he's not being coached by you knowing that he's being almost being tricked. Because his mind is going immediately to the A and the 4. Immediately
looking for confirmation, not the other way around. If we were looking to, if you took a position of I need to find if this is true or not, I think that was where I made my first wrong step. I wasn't questioning. You know what I mean? I should have questioned, is this fact real, and tried to look that way too. I was just let's do what it says and see if it turns out real.
Yeah, John, you're still an anomaly though, because you could tell that maybe this isn't quite right. Most people are very confident. Oh yes, you must turn over the A and the 4, and they're wrong. They have no clue about the 7. They have no clue that that they may
It was
be
like
wrong.
your thing with the goalie. The goalie was the mom.
Oh yes,
Because when you think goalie, you think
Yes,
rough and
yes.
tumble dude. You don't think chick. So that's just gone
Yeah.
from your brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Petro,
Yeah.
confirmation bias is much more prevalent in our lives than we realize, isn't it? Like, what I mean by that is that I'm suspecting we as humans walk through life mostly blinded, just confirming what we believe. And what I guess I'm trying to say is that we're intentionally not really aware of what the real answer is more often than not, because we're just confirming all the time. Confirming, like your example. We're not even thinking it's too hard to think more.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's I'm always amazed at the number of people that sort of buy into this idea of what we call sort of false consensus effect, that most people in the world think like me. Like I'm not going to vote because, well, everyone thinks like I do, and we're going to win by a landslide anyway, right? So it's this idea that I'm thinking the way that rational people would think. But on the flip side, most everyone thinks that everyone's an idiot. That the planet is full of complete idiots, right?
Yes.
And so these ideas are in false conflict, or I'm sorry, false consensus effect is in complete conflict with confirmation bias, kind of focusing on all of the reasons why myself and people that I associate with are correct in how we view the world.
Well, this is where when Anderson often talks about surrounding yourself with like-minded people, because it's easy. Because right, it's you want to surround yourself with people that are going in the same direction.
And when you surround yourself with people making excuses,
yes.
Like there was this I should say kid. He's a young man now, but I started coaching him when he was fairly young, and anyway, we became pretty good. Almost like he calls me his dad, right? And he got stationed in Guam. He was in the Coast Guard.
Oh yeah.
And just fucking surrounded by excuse makers. And he was about 6 months after he was over there, I was talking to him like, dude, are you listening to yourself? You got a fucking excuse for everything. I said, you didn't used to do this.
Oh.
And he was like, he kind of like, of course, he immediately made an excuse. I said, see? And it was like he just, because he was surrounded by a bunch of, as he put them, kind of low-level coasties, which they're just kind of buying their time. He was using that for, kind of a different purpose. But point of being, he got surrounded by the wrong voices and fucking turned into one himself and didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's actually in the military. I mean, there's so much to learn from the military. They have when they're developing plans, different schemes for things, attack schemes. They often encounter what's called a red cell or a red team, and it's supposed to be just a group of individuals that will act as contrarians, and they'll counter what it is that you're planning, or ask you kind of disconfirming kinds of questions. And I know some businesses have red cells, red teams that will sort of question. They're just there to kind of question and take a look at the real logic behind all of your anticipations. But otherwise, if you surround yourself with like-minded people, or people want to think the same way, this group think aspect where no one is going to tell you, boy, you get a beam in your eye.
I never thought about the red cell. So it's like that's like me working with John. Just an example here with Anderson, and then my role is to do nothing but contradict everything he does so that he can learn. Right? That's basically what it is. Right? So John says X, I go no, it's Y, and then we kind of go down the middle to find out what the answer is. Am I correct?
Would it really be contradict, or would it just be to address the things that are not the way they're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Or it could just be to test. So John might be correct in his view on something, or his anticipation, but you should always run it through the test. There should always be an exploration into the potential disconfirming evidence that might suggest he's wrong. But if you don't find that, then perhaps he's right. So, but it's just part of the process. If you really actually want to sort of really narrow in and improve the accuracy,
like a filtering system.
Yeah, and we know based on the way that I displayed yesterday's conversation around bias and placebo effects, Bill has sucked at that one, and Johnny ate his lunch on that one with Keith and John yesterday.
And you know the worst part about it, he'll fucking defend it to the ground every time.
So Petro helped me out with my conversation yesterday because I fucked it up. It was the conversation about the placebo with the psilocybin and those that knew they were getting it. So I fucked that whole thing up, Petro.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think you're, Keith. I think perhaps you're confusing the gold standard. The gold standard in science is forever been the double-blind randomized controlled trial.
Yes,
where participants and those who are administering maybe two or more conditions in experiment, they don't know, well, who's got the placebo, who's got the drug.
No clue at all. No clue.
Yeah, and nobody really not even supposed to know what.
And nobody did on this test that you were explaining, Keith.
Yeah, and that's the gold standard. Now, in cases where it's impossible to have a blind control, where
yes.
Boy, I kind of know I'm on LSD now, you know.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that you can't study it. It doesn't mean that you can't conduct an experiment. The gold standard, the double blind, is not
data collection, correct?
Yeah, but so typically what you would do is you would say, okay, well, I'm going to identify what we call a dependent variable.
Yeah.
You know, the outcome variable. Maybe it's creativity, or maybe it's how many times you can bench press 225, whatever, on this drug. You can say, well, we can alter the amount of the drug provided. You can say, okay, let's give a tenth of a dose. What about a fifth of a dose? What about half a dose? A full, and then take a look at how the dependent variable varies with the variable doses. Problem is sometimes there with drugs, especially, it's not a linear relationship. So you can't even really talk about correlations, because there might be a happy medium. There might be a perfect amount of the drug. You get too much of it, and then you're going in the opposite direction.
Well, I was giggling myself. I was giggling last night at myself, Anderson, because I was thinking about a conversation in the kitchen, and you're like, if I'm fucking testing and I know right away, I'm happy because I know.
Yes, it's like, okay, and like Petro said, okay, I guess I need less, or now I've got the data to take the next fucking step.
Yes,
you're talking. The best fucking thing is to get clear data in a test.
Well, but I was laughing at myself yesterday because I was thinking about you. I'm thinking, of course he would want to know right away. And my mind was off yesterday. So I was giggling at my own expense because I was like, yes, I want to know the result right now. I'm like, well, fuck, no, of course you want to know right now. So,
but I love it because he'll try to go to the mat with it. It's like when you're a kid, you got fucking caught red-handed doing something, and you'll fucking lie so you don't get caught for the next 5 minutes.
Nope.
You know what I mean? He's like blaming it on. It's like when he blamed it on Bobo, but Bobo's going to be home in 5 minutes to fucking tell everybody he didn't do that.
Hey, Jimmy's got a did you know? Jimmy, did I know what? Did you guys know, Jimmy?
Did you know some flatworms literally sword fight with their dicks to decide who gets pregnant? Nature was high as hell designing that one. They're hermaphrodites, so both can play mom or dad. Problem is, nobody wants the expensive job of carrying the eggs.
Each one tries to stab the other first and dump sperm before getting tagged themselves.
Winner becomes the father. Loser gets inseminated and eats the bigger biological bill after that little nightmare duel.
That's the wild part. This isn't romance, it's sexual conflict with tiny sea demons in designer colors.
Purple flatworm, orange trim, and a dagger dick fight on the ocean floor. That's our today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
One of those situations where no matter what happens, you lose. Either you get fucked, or you got to fuck another dude.
But this isn't happening in the state of New York because they're moving fathers and mothers off the docket, Petro. They're now going to call them gestating parents, is what Did you hear that?
Yes. Well, I guess if that's all, the way those worms are shaped, that's all you have to work with. Then I don't know. That's all you've got.
Oh,
That's all you've got.
That's looking at this. Jimmy has put this vintage up on screen. This takes us back. Hey, good time. Ears up on this one. Remember this? Like this, I remember that actually. Like that's actually a blast from the past. Like those movies, that sign. It's like okay, that's actually looking at 1985 or 1992 right there.
Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Right at the top.
Right at the top.
Yeah, Radio Shack. I love all of that. I have so many good examples. I can't use those things anymore in my classroom though because the students are like if I mention Chunk, remember Chunk and the guy in the basement in the Goonies?
Oh yeah. Nobody knows. Yeah,
they have no idea who Chunk is.
Oh,
doesn't work anymore.
That's 99 cents for a movie. Exactly. That's exactly it. Hey, I figured I'd put something on the table because there's obviously a little bit of a basketball situation happening in North America between the Knicks and the Kings. So I got this. Hey, Petro, hey, Anderson, before you guys go.
Hey, John, before you go, you ever see a traffic cone commit to a bit harder than your ex at brunch? Nighttime New York City chaos. Phones up, people screaming. Then yeet, a cone drops perfectly upright on a dude's head like it pays rent. He doesn't flinch, just keeps walking like, yes, I'm Conehead. Yes, I'm the moment. Zero shame. Maximum geometry.
The crowd loses it, half laughing, half realizing someone just threw a plastic javelin into a packed street like an idiot. It's 3 seconds of pure luck, pure stupidity, and pure New York. We almost died, but the hat landed, so we vibe. Hey, John. Hey, Petro. If a cone can land that clean on a stranger's skull, imagine what's landing on your head when we bring you this clip.
Dude, I did that. I played that again.
Yes, watch this. It landed on the guy's head, Anderson.
It's too dirty to be an AI. You know what I mean?
It's real. It's real.
I mean, there's no way that's an AI generation. It's too dirty. The camera. You know what I mean?
How about the dude that just parting and all of a sudden it lands on his head? It's like, what the?
Yeah.
The odds of that happening. The odds of that happening.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cheering with those things now. I think they're stealing that from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yes.
And the Pittsburgh is sort of known for its construction work, and that's a long time they said that those cones were like the state flag for Pennsylvania. So, but they just brought it in. It's in the dugout when somebody hits a home run, and you got to wear the cone.
Yeah. Hey, Anderson. We're gonna. So now, Anderson, we know if Petro's been practicing because we got his outro's coming up here in a second, Anderson. So, but before
I think he's gonna bone up and tell us he's still working on it.
But hey, did you hear who he's out? He's in Buffalo right now at a skeptics conference.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah. So, Petro, what do you got going on? So you're here today. How's your book coming along? You've been writing your book. How's that textbook coming along?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, it's coming along. I don't have to teach in the summer, so all summer I usually working on research papers or a book. Hey, I guess we'll do that. Maybe talk about the 100-fold paper next time.
Yeah, yes, we will. I have it on. I haven't got there today, but yes, I want to learn how we can fold our piece of paper 100 pieces. Yeah,
that'll be an interesting one for sure.
All right, boys. Anderson's getting the road. He's got to get in his vehicle. Him and Terry are making their way to Mexico. Petro's got his conference in Buffalo, and I got a monologue to get after. So, boys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. A lot of love, a lot of fun. Be safe, both of you guys. Be safe.
Have a good loop, my brothers.
All right, and I've got no outro. Insert awkward outro here.
Petro's Anderson's out. Love you guys. See you guys later.
All right, love you guys.
All right, love you too, Petro. See you later, brother. The awkward outro with Dr. Petrocelli. Oh man, one of my faves. 100%. Love that guy so much. Be safe. He's out of scary. He's at a fucking skeptics conference. Could you guys imagine what that's like? Just skeptic. So here's the question I got when somebody's on the stage saying something: is everybody out there in the audience being skeptical? Hey, Robert, I love your content, brother. An easy way to program someone is to teach them their own perspectives, and predictions will fail them. They will more than likely either doubt and micro avoid or learn to be more receptive. Some good feedback. That's some awesome stuff there, Robert. That's awesome. Yes, I remember a good time, 99 cents for a movie. And then for a while here up in Canada, Charlie, we had Toonie Tuesdays. Because our $2 bill turned into a $2 coin. So for a while there, they called it Toonie Tuesdays, where you're able to go see the movies for a toonie, for $2, $2 freaking dollars. Okay, guys, hey, I got something to say for you here this morning. The body's keeping score, and it's a better note taker than you are. As we're heading into the weekend, the middle weekend in June, I got some words for you guys. Maybe you want to listen to, which might just maybe it's a weekend of decision making or better decision making based on some of the things that I'm going to put on the table here this morning for the monologue. So when I come back, the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry Conference, the 50th anniversary meeting. Man, could you the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry Conference? That's one thing. Hey, Nation, that's one thing I really love at getting to know Petro is that we're being introduced to all these things that we know exist, but we didn't know existed. And sure enough, there's a committee for skeptical inquiry. Would that be like the skick? No, the kuskik. Yeah, the kuskik. That's what it is, I guess. All right, 65 seconds from now, the body keeps score, and it's a better note taker than you are. The monologue, Keith Billis, the Morning Focus, in less than a minute. Let's get after it, boys.
Our body keeps receipts we swear we lost. Stress, bad sleep, swallowed anger, and buried grief don't vanish. They get stored.
Middle age isn't just older, it's getting reported on. Our back, blood pressure, mood, focus, and recovery start talking.
We say, I don't know what happened. We do. We ate standing up, skipped recovery, and called tension normal.
At 25, our body lies for us. At 45, it audits us. At 55, it brings paperwork we can't argue with.
This isn't about looking better, it's about listening better. The signal isn't weakness, it's the truth arriving on time.
Our body tracks alignment, not just calories. It knows when we keep saying yes while our nervous system is screaming no.
We can perform fine and still be drifting. We can smile and still be breaking. Reality always collects, even when we're distracted.
So we listen while it's whispering, before stiffness becomes injury and stress becomes diagnosis. Chief's about to break it down. Morning begins here.
Hey guys, I got something for you this weekend. To all my brothers and sisters from the generation that we call next, and to all my boomers out there, your body's keeping score, and it's probably a better note taker than you are. You know, we forget things. We sure do forget things. Yeah, but your body doesn't. You forget the stress. You forget the bad sleep. You forget the tension you carried for years. You forget the meals you ate standing up. Oh yeah. You also forget the resentment you called responsibility. Your body remembers all of it. And here's the thing, boys. And here's the thing, girls. That body, it quietly remembers it all at first, and then louder as time goes on. And then eventually we wake up and that body's talking to us in ways that you no longer can ignore. Nation, we call that middle age, not just getting older. No, we call it getting reported on by our body, because the body starts submitting the notes. The body's like, hey, Whitaker, it's your back. Your body's like, hey, Rico, yeah, it's your blood pressure. Your body's like, hey, Billis, yeah, it's your energy, it's your mood, it's your patience. Like, what are you talking about? The body's like, hey, here's your notes, man. I'm serving it up to you for all those decisions you've made over the years. That's affecting your focus. It's affecting your sleep. It's affecting your recovery. It's affecting your face in the mirror. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and you were proud of it? Because it all starts telling the story that you've tried to outrun over the years. All those decisions that you come back and go, shit. I did that self-sabotaging behavior once again. And I know a lot of us, we hate that. We trust the body like it's betrayed us. We say to ourselves, fuck, man. I don't know what happened. I used to be able to handle this stuff. I used to bounce back so easily. I just don't know what it is. I used to eat whatever I want. I used to stay up late. I used to push through it all. Well, here's the thing. It's exactly right. Because there's some words here that I'm using that you're just kind of not paying attention to. It's called you used to. Yes, because that was the deal before. Remember, we are the before and after generation, but that your body's saying, yeah, you used to. That was the deal before. That deal your body made with you boys, that deal changed. And the body that we have, that one body we have, the machine that we have, that body is not being cruel. It's only being honest, guys. It's only being honest. Because at 25, that body we have, generous liar, just lying all the time. You can go out nonstop, drink, get up and just get after the next day. In our 40s, that body, it becomes the accountant. We hit the 50s, it becomes the judge with paperwork. And guys, that's not just punishment. No, it's actually feedback that often we ignore. And that feedback can not only save your life, well, it can also kill you if you don't take that information personally. Because the body that we have is not just tracking calories and sleep. It's also tracking your alignment because it knows when you are living against yourself and everything you stand for. It knows when you keep saying yes while your nervous system is screaming no. And it also knows when you are carrying that marriage conversation that you refuse to have. Yeah. Good morning, Spartacus. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We're talking about aging right now, Spartacus. We're talking about that body mailing in the receipts after we've ignored it so long. Because the body knows when your work is draining the life out of you. Like me this morning, I was tired as a motherfucker this morning because I'm getting after it hard. My body is saying, hey, Billis. I'm like, yeah. Because your body, it knows when you're using the food, the booze, the scrolling, or the business to avoid the truth. It just knows. And eventually, what does it do? It hands you a book of notes telling you that, hey, your body, yeah? And that's the hard part because you can't fool people. You can perform fine. You can smile. You can post and you can walk around saying, oh, I'm good. I'm just good. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. Jimmy, I'm fine. I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine. Because you can tell yourself, I'm fine. It's just busy. But your body's like, no, you're not. Your body doesn't care about your public relations strategy telling the world that you're fine. The body only cares about your reality, and that reality will collect the rent checks, will collect the debt over time. And that is why health in our time, guys, the health in midlife, the time of right now, our health cannot just be about looking better. Sure, we want to look good. Sure, we want to look good. Yeah. But it has to be about listening better, boys. It's got to be about listening better, girls. Listening to the signals, listening to the fatigue, the pain, the mood, the sleep, listening to the way your body responds when you walk into the room. Yeah. And listening to what happens when you decide to relax. All that is information. And I don't know, but most of us, I think, are drowning in information everywhere, but we're ignoring it. We know a couple things. We know our sleeps. We know our macros. Maybe we know the wearable score that we got on our wrist. And maybe we know our resting heart rate. Okay, great. Steps, macros, wearable score, heart rate. Fine, useful. But do you know why you feel heavy every Sunday night? Because if you are, maybe there's something else going on. Do you know why you're exhausted after certain conversations? Do you know why you keep numbing out at the same time every evening? Or do you know why your body's trying to protect you? Well, what's that? That's deeper work. That is the work that matters because it starts up here in the brain. Because the body is not separate from the life that we live, you guys. No, it's actually right in the middle of it that we call life. It's the instrument, the vehicle, as Johnny says, that we use to love the family, that we use to lead the team, the work, hold the stress, experience the joy. It's the body, the vehicle that we use to move through the world. And it's the instrument that we only get one of. So if the instrument is out of tune, wow, what happens, you guys? If the instrument is out of tune, everything sounds off. So the invitation this morning is not to panic. No, there's no time to panic, you guys. No, the invitation is to perhaps just tune in, to listen a little bit earlier, to listen to the whisper before it becomes a scream. Before that stiffness that you're waking up with today is becoming an injury. Before the stress that's kind of following you around becomes a diagnosis. Before the resentment becomes a collapse. And before the body has to kick the door in and say, what the fuck are you doing, man? That is why I'm so passionate about what I have created, we have created collectively here in the morning. That's why mornings matter. Because morning is the check-in for you before the performance from everybody else starts, before somebody else's inbox. I talk about it often, and I'm pleased to talk about it often. The inbox is somebody else's responsibility. Stop it. Because the morning is your check-in before everything starts. Before the inbox, before the roles, before the demands, before the mass goes on, you can ask yourself this: how am I actually doing? There's my invitation for you guys here today. Head to the mirror today. Look in the mirror and ask yourself this: what's my body telling me today? What did Keith say that I should be paying attention today? What am I carrying today? Why do I feel so heavy? What am I ignoring right now? And what would change? What would change in this moment if I stopped negotiating with my own truth? Because guys, that is not weakness, that's leadership. Leadership for yourself. And a man who listens to his body, you're not soft. As a matter of fact, you're more than responsible because you're paying attention to the one thing that carries everything else. So yeah, your body, it's going to keep the score. But don't treat it like a threat. Treat it like a gift. Because if your body is keeping score, it means the body is still communicating to you. And there's plenty of people where their body is not communicating with them. So be grateful for it. It's still giving you a chance. But hey, this monologue is just a reminder that it is just that. Your body is still giving you a chance to adjust, a chance to repair, a chance to come back into alignment. So guys, do this today. Please listen. Listen while that body is still whispering. Because your body is a better note taker than you are or any AI out there. And here's the truth, guys. Eventually, that body, those notes your body's taking, eventually, your body's going to read the notes out loud.
Look at this little guy. Pitcher's got it all figured out. Eat, sleep, and chew on my note. But for the rest of us, figuring out who we are when the noise stops is a whole different beast. Today, we're stripping away the titles, the booze, and the bank accounts to see what's actually left underneath. Let's get into it. Handsome Chief, take it away.
Oh, I missed my buttons. There we go, right there. Yes. All right, hey guys. It's fine. I missed the wrong button. All right, let's start the community corner over on YouTube. The sober truth nobody wants to admit. Lindsay from Living the 71 just dropped a reality bomb. Oh baby, just a reality bomb. No rock bottom. Nope. She just went from wine. She used to use wine to dodge the anxiety she used to face. So here's the thing. Sobriety didn't feel the freedom at first. It just felt like total exposure. So what did she do? Well, the fog lifted and all her unhandled shit came in hot. The takeaway, alcohol isn't improving the life. No, it's just suppressing the parts that need serious work. So quitting forced an 18-month reckoning, not a fairy tale. Here's the thing. 2 years in, she prepares and prefers who she is without it. Yes, sirree, baby. We've got a conversation about quitting alcohol. You know, I think I'm still fascinated that people still think about this. And I'm kind of like, do people still write these things? Like, are we still coaching folks on what happens when we stop drinking? Well, fuck no shit, man. I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of like one of those no shit Sherlock duh moments, right? Where she's like, yeah, here's a reality check about going alcohol free. Duh. Right? I don't know. Just kind of one of those, sorry, not to be rude or mean. I'm not getting much value out of her post because I don't think it really adds much value. Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, hey, Dan and Serena over on Substack hit the nail on the head in the latest Substack piece. She says, everybody teaches you how to launch a business, but nobody warns you about surviving what comes next. I'll tell you what comes next. If you got no money, don't even start. That's the obvious. Now, the real battle isn't about business skills. It is a full-blown assault on your identity. Who the hell are you? When there's no corporate title, fuck. Really? What's up with the corporate title or established org chart defining your success? Yeah, that's one thing I never got myself into was the corporate title. I can't, or how about this? The CEO with no employees. Yeah, I'm a CEO. Chief Executive Officer of what? Oh, of my LLC. Oh, yeah? How many employees you got? Oh, no, just me. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Why don't you just call yourself the founder or just call yourself the person who's doing the work? Yeah, that might be a good thing because I'm the CEO of nothing, but I got the title. Yeah, there you go. Good for you. Hey, coming up last over on LinkedIn, Joffrey Birdie inherited the ultimate Gen X dream. Retire at 35, drink coconut water on the beach. Nope, boring, sorry. Anyways, joking aside, Jeffrey says he hit the number, quit his job, and lost his mind from boredom. What do you think I'm doing what I do every single day? He started a company to fill something, 3 years later, and he had to go back to work. His brutal realization, he was chasing someone else's life. Hitting the financial target does not magically fix your lack of purpose. Truth. So when you finally ask yourself this, what would you do if nothing stopped you? Yeah, that right work will stop feeling like work for you. And guess what? It's going to start feeling like joy. Hey, Maya, speaking of Speaking of early retirement, if Pitcher started a doggy OnlyFans and made you a millionaire tomorrow, what's the one stupid thing you're going to buy first? Maya Reyes.
Chief, don't give him any ideas. He already acts like he owns the studio. But honestly, I'm buying one lifetime supply of chew toys so he stops eating my scripts. Look, today was heavy. Stripping away your coping mechanisms and inherited goals is terrifying. Say the truth out loud, then do the smallest thing. Go figure out who you are today, gentlemen.
Sullivan dropping some bombs. Are you kidding me, Sullivan? Of course I am. Were you guys and gals a fan of the Gen X legendary show? You can't do that on television? On Nickelodeon, cable TV. Dude, it was fucking awesome, man. That was like, I gotta think that was like a global show. I see Kai typing here. Kai, that was probably over in the Philippines too, I'm thinking. Maybe not, I don't know, but I'm telling you guys, it was all over the place. It was cheesy. It was, yes, Christine. I remember that. Fuck, you're funny, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't do that on television. Well, hey, you can't do that on the big morning show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Vince, or you can. Exactly. Hey, let's wrap it up with a few things here, guys. Jimmy, I see you got up there. Mornings, mitl.studio. Yes, check it out. MITL. You guys want to know a little bit about who we are and what we're up to? I invite you to go check out our business we are building. mitl.studio, the Mornings in the Lab studio. You'll see everything we do, what we're offering, what we build, some of the things we're doing. We are rooted in mornings. We have our morning show network, as you guys see here. Oh, what's that? Jimmy, what's that? Where's the where's the image? Looks like the image is gone on that one there. Interesting. Cool. Look at that one's gone too. I wonder where the hell they went. Funny, interesting stuff though. So yeah, check out guys, mitl.studio, mornings.network, a bunch of I see that there, Jim. Yeah. And of course we got snoozetracker.mornings.live if you're getting stuck with your snooze and you want to know how much of your life you're wasting away. Hey guys, coming up on Monday, we got a guy named Jeffrey Deskovic, 16 years for a crime he didn't commit. Now he became a lawyer to free others. Wrongful convictions of murder at age 16 following a coerced false confession. Oh, baby. The guy served nearly 16 years in maximum security prison before DNA testing exonerated him. Oh, I'm fucking excited about that one. Yes, coming up on Monday, Jeffrey Deskovic is going to join myself and John Anderson on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. All right, guys, I hope you had as much fun hanging out with me and John and Petro today and Brianna on Tuesday, Mark Anthony yesterday, and I know Kai's hard at work filling up the guest bucket for more interesting conversations Yes, we got another lawyer. Yeah. And big thanks to Kai for setting us up with some great guests, and as well, more guests coming in the future on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friend. Of course, we got another episode of BS or No BS next Friday, and Brianna's in the lab on Tuesday as well. Yes, good time. Oh, yeah, thanks. Hey, happy birthday to your wife, Jimmy. Charlie's always out there dropping us some nuggets. You know what? Speaking of, hold on. I got to do a little check here. I got to do a little check to see that Jimmy, I'm checking to see if Good Time has any texts in my bucket that I haven't gotten to, because Charlie's good like that, man. He's good like sending me stuff. And no, I think we got to that one as well. Yeah, I think we got to that one. Charlie, if I missed anything you've sent, oh yeah, we got this, how a 9-to-5 job takes over your life. Anything you got, Charlie, just send it to me. You guys know where to find me. 431-300-3005. 431-300-3005. Send me a text. Send me a voicemail. Just call me to say hello. Have a great one, guys. Remember, your body is taking notes. This is a good weekend to make good decisions. Yes. Charlie, I appreciate you, man. Nation, I appreciate all of you. Sullivan, Rico, Spartacus, Petro, Maddie. Who's else? Whitaker, Robert Kreitz. Looking back here, batshit crazy. Jess of the Yule. Man, I got my baby Lauren, a lot of love for every single one on the show here today. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in with me. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Neiman. We'll see you guys on Monday. I'm out of here.